Today I'm sharing the story of a woman with an extremely complex health history. Leukemia, a bone marrow transplant, breast cancer, Lyme disease. On top of that, she was also living with fibromyalgia, constant pain, and profound exhaustion. Despite multiple forms of care and intervention, there was no lasting improvement. In this type of situation, the problem is never limited to a single symptom. It reflects a global imbalance within the system itself. And as long as that complexity is not fully understood, the responses remain partial. In this video, you will see what becomes possible when the entire framework changes. This is Ren's story.
Well then, first maybe, how long has it been since you've had fibromyalgia?
I'll maybe give a bit of a summary of my life because since I've had major health problems, fibro, I don't really know. I had to deal with many issues. I don't really know when it started, but I'd say a good 10 years because, well, quickly I'll give you a bit of the background. I had leukemia in 1990 with a marrow transplant. So it was a bit of a struggle, you know. And then after I had many lung infections. I had a major operation on my intestine. And when I recovered, I had a little breast cancer just for fun. And then after all that, I found out I had Lyme disease. Following that diagnosis, I started dealing with what is commonly known as a severe gluten intolerance or celiac disease, as you might know it. Yeah. And then after that, for a period of about 10 years, I dealt with fibromyalgia. But then the way it progressed was that at first I had flare-ups that lasted between 3 and 8 days, but they were quite far apart from each other. In between, I was doing very well. And then after, it was once a month, then once a week. Then after, when I met you, Maxime, I am telling you, it was happening 24 hours a day, every single moment, all the time, right there. Because of that, I was followed very closely in the hospital by a specialist who treated that specific condition. It was really some pretty heavy stuff, the kind of difficult experience like almost everyone has had at some point. I was prescribed a combination of things like tramadol, codeine, and various antidepressants to manage it all. Then after I tried CBD, which had relieved me, but not for very long. And there you go. Since I told myself that all these medications were useless to me, I preferred to stop. And then the suffering was truly terrible. Your body feels like it's burning. A constant brain fog. Your stomach is in a complete mess. And then there's the pain, the bad nights, and all that stuff. Anyway, it's the whole package, as you all know.
And how long did it last like that for you then?
It went on quite intensely, constantly, all the time for about a year. That is why last year, well, you know exactly the state I was in back then. I wanted it to stop. And then Maxime arrived on his big white horse.
How did you happen to hear about me? Was it Facebook or YouTube? It was actually through Facebook. I believe it was Facebook. Okay. And so you went from what to what situation to now. How is it going, basically, so we know where we stand?
I'm in good shape. I sleep well at night. I cycle. I swim. There are moments when I'm tired, but I accept it.
And now, in terms of energy, would you say it's like your friends?
Like my friends, better than my friends.
Oh, better. Okay, that works.
Oh, yes. Because I have friends who are younger than me, who don't have the same energy. I tire them out. The other day, I went on a hike with a girl who had us doing yoga at the same time. And well, everyone told me, what energy you have, you're doing us good. Yes, it made me happy because she said, you're doing us so much good.
And as for the pain, where do you stand now?
Zero pain. I wouldn't say that because I'm getting on in years. So there are days when the pain comes when my stomach is a mess. If my stomach is fine, I'm okay.
Okay. And your sleep?
It depends on the time. Right now, I'm sleeping well. Despite the heat, I sleep quite well. Sometimes in the morning, I've slept well, but I wake up a bit tired. But every time I rest, I find that it is 90% better.
Okay. In any case, well done on the journey, Reina.
Believe in Maxime. He's quite a guy.
That's kind. And believe in yourself too. And do things right, and normally we'll get there.